Hello guys, in this session we'll cover the different options and different sections that are available on the A360 task editor or the workbench. Now if you see on the screen you have the different multiple options on the screen, okay, on this particular window. Okay, now first this is in a workbench and this is a task editor we call, or a workbench or the task editor. Now we'll see first from the left side. Okay, on the left side you can see where you have any variables, you have any actions and the triggers. And on the right side you have something called action details. We'll see more details. And on the top you have some different options available here. And again on the right side of the top you have some more options available. Okay, now first let's start with any variables. Now the variable section gives the information about the variables. It will show you the variables you have created already, or the predefined variables and the system variables it will show. I will show how to use that variable. System variables are a predefined variables, are the variables you are creating or you already created. Okay, let's first create a one variable. Now to create a variable, first you have to click on the variable plus symbol, create variable. Now while creating a variable, you have a different options here in the variable creation window. We'll see in the in later of those are options, but now just create focus to create only one variable. Will You can select any of the type of variables like a number, boolean, file, windows, credential, list, dictionary, record, table. And as of now I'm selecting a string and I'm giving the name called str test variable, and just click on the create. You can see that this variable was not there, okay, earlier, but when I created here, that variable is coming under the your variables. Why? Because predefined variable something is giving by default in the A360 workbench or the task editor, but these variables is something which you have created. Okay, now the variable which we have created str test variable, these two are the your variables, but it's in a sample variables. By default it comes, you can even delete that, but you cannot delete any of these things. Okay, we'll discuss detailed information about the variables in the next sessions. Now this is the variables. Okay, how to use this variable and when we can use and how we can use that we'll see. Now let's come down to an actions. Now what is the purpose of actions? Now, when we use the actions and how we use the actions. Now, very simple. Now, when you want to create any logic or when you want to automate any of the business process or any of the steps, that without using an actions, you cannot create or you cannot develop any bot. You have to use an actions. By using the actions, then you can automate any of the steps or you can automate any of the process. Okay. As of now, just I will show you how to use one or two different actions from the list in the workbench. Okay, now first I will show you one action called a comments. Now here the comment. Just how to use any of the action. Very simple. First you scroll down where you use your action. Once you see your action in the list, just select that, left click and drag and drop into any in between the start and end, because whatever the bot, whatever the solution, whatever the logic you create, that should be in between the start and end. Any action that you pull from the action list, that should be that should in between the start and end. Okay, just I will write this as a Okay, see, it is moving towards right, this one, this, it is towards right, or it's go sometime towards left, or it's at top or the bottom. You can even adjust this where it should be. Okay, you can just hold the left arrow in your mouse, left, okay, left click on your mouse, and then you can adjust like this. Okay, and even you have an option to zoom out when you written more lines and you in your flow is not fitting inside the screen, then you can use this one. When you want to fit it to the screen, just like this. Now I will use a one more action from the list. I will use a message box. For suppose if you are not seeing where is your action that you are looking, you can directly type that name here, message, and again drag and drop. I will type here as a test bot, something like this. Okay, and if you want to use a one more comments, just I will put as a bot end comment here. Okay, see, now we have to observe one thing here. Now you are pulling the action from the action list in between the start and end, where you depends upon your logic. Okay, now on the right side it is showing that property information. Means properties information means now action, like if for suppose now you have an action called comments, comment. Now in the comment, my comment action provides the feature that is writing some, means in information, like you can write, you can type something there and that will be visible here where you can read and understand what is that particular step is. Okay, only these my comment, or my comment gives an option to write something that will show on the screen to me. Okay, but if you go to in a message box, different. Now message box, what are the options you are seeing, and comment, what are the options you are seeing, is both are different. Now depends upon your action, what is the action you are choosing, what is the action you have chosen, depends upon that action, the properties of that action will show on the right side. Now if you select something different one, like if I select go to in a file, something called a copy of create a file, something, create a file has a different options, message box has different options, and the comments has a different option. Depends upon the action what you are taken from the action list and selected here, that options, that particular action options will show on the right side. Now what is the purpose of right side action is, now right side panel is, it will show you the properties of the action that you have selected from the action list. Okay, and see, you like you written like a 3 4 lines, it is not fitting here, it is like we are unable to move here and there in this flow. Okay, if you want to more space on the screen, if you want more space on the screen, what you can do, you can minimize this, you click this one, it will hide. If you click this one, it will hide, and you have a more space. Now you can move like towards left and you can move towards right. Okay, and you can zoom out and you can zoom in. Okay, like this, when you want to use some action, just you can go here and click and again use it. And whenever you want something here, you can just this one, you can adjust your program, you can adjust your flow like this, where you can easily adjust the flow, and you can minimize the right panel and you can minimize the left panel. Okay, from the a left side panel, you have something called triggers. We'll see that later. Okay. Now we have covered left panel, we have covered the right panel, and we have covered the flow that we are creating to automate any of the process. And let's see the few more options that is available on the top. This is something recorder now where you are choosing an action and develop now one by one 3 steps. Now like that you can automatically record few steps, okay, by using this recorder. We'll do a one separate session only for recorders. Okay, now that's the purpose of this. Now find a file if you want to find something where you can use this one and you can find it the any of the task button. Okay, now you have an option called find in this bot. Now you want to find something like a I want to find what is test bot if something is there in the list which I've created. Yes, it is a two results of two. Okay, here and here in both the places the text which I'm searching is there. That's directly will show me the where it is there. You can go like it like this. This means when the search option help means you have written like a 400 500 lines, then you want to find something in the complete flow. Okay, then you can use that one like searching some text in a file. And you have an undo action means like it's undo as a control Z means if you have done something and you want to erase that, you want to go to the previous what it was, then you can use an undo. And you have an option to control Y where you can if you have deleted something you want to get back that one, then you can do the control Y. Same like you in system options, control Z and control Y. And you have something called a copy. Now you can select any of that and you can do the copy. Select this one, copy, and you have copied that. It's like a control C, and you want to use somewhere else, you can paste that. You have a paste item like this. And you have one more option called cut. You can cut the item. If you want to do, you do the control X in the system, right? Same way. You can select and you can even select the multiple items and do the control X. Means by using a control, you can select the multiple lines and you can cut those as well. If you want to get back those, control Z like this, we can do. Okay, this is the clipboard to share means this is this copy and what is the difference between this copy. Now this copy is something, now you have copied this one and you can paste that here. But if you use this one, copy to in a shared clipboard means you can copy the code from these task, and you can create a one more task like this, and you can copy the code from these tasks to another task. Okay, it's copying the data from one file to another file, one bot to another bot. Okay, like this where you can do it. Okay, that's a copy. And when you try to paste that which you have copied, you can use this one. So if I use this one, see, you have a shared clipboard, which is like this where it is pasted. Okay, now that's about these options. Okay, now you have something called a breakpoints. We'll see that. Okay, now if you come here, this one you have in a flow, you have a list, and you have a dual option. Now, by default, when you create any bot, it will come on the flow. If you want to develop or you want to view the program, view the code which you are writing, you can even view in the list format. If you click on the list, it is come line by line. It's not like a flow chart connected to 1, 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. It is just like a line by line. First line, second line, third line, fourth line. Okay, like that. And you have a dual option which shows you the both. On the one side it will show the flow chart and another side it will show the list. If you do something here, that affects here. If you do something here, that affects here. Okay, it's both are same, but the view you have in a two places, that two different way you can view the same program. Okay, just I'm going to in a flow. Okay, now on the top side you have some more options, something related to an assistant. Basically assistant is nothing but, okay, for suppose if you click now it won't show anything. It will say that there is nothing to see here, you are good to go. Means there is no problem in the program. If there is something a problem in the program, then it will show it. See, now this line is showing something alert symbol, red alert symbol. Now see here also you have a red. If you click here, like a now only less lines of program you can easily find, but you now have more where it is a problem. It is showing like this, but where is a problem? You cannot save until you clear it. Okay, now if you click here directly it will show you the what is the line number, where is the problem. If you click on this, if you click on that where the error is, okay, the directly it will take you to that particular line. For suppose it is like this, if you click, see automatically that particular line get highlight. Then you can clear the error, you can clear the error, that will go again. This is become blue now, like this. Now control S, you can to save the program you can do the control S, or you can use a save button. Here you have a save button, you can even use that one. And if you want to run your program which you have created, the steps which you have created, you can use in a run task. You can use this run button to run the program. Okay, now when you want to do the debugging, means debugging is like a more advanced, if you already know about the development how to do, and if you already created a bots. Okay, now debugging is something we use at the time of testing a bot. Now you want to find there is some issues and you want to find those issues. Now that time we can use in a debugging. Now debugging is something, if you click this and this will open in the different mode. Actually different mode you can keep a breakpoints. If you go to list, or you can use this dot symbol. If you go if you move your cursor on the action, these dots will come. You can click here and you can select enable a breakpoint. Okay, we'll do the one more session on only the debugging, how to debug any task and how to find any exceptions, and how to what are the different options are available in the debugging. Okay, we'll do the one more section because it's going to take a long time. Okay, just to clear, if added multiple breakpoints, now to add a breakpoint here, now you have clicked here and same to disable you can do that. Same if you want to do in a list it is easy. Now no, you can even click here and enable the breakpoint, but if you click on the line number also it enables a breakpoint. To remove that you again click on that, like this. Or if you have a more breakpoints in your, already you have kept more breakpoints in your program and you want to clear it all at once, then you can use it clear all the breakpoints. Okay, and you can now here like if you want to run in the debugging mode, you will not get here run option, you will get run option here, can run it. And if you want to, you can't develop anything, you can do any changes here when it is in a debugging mode. If to come out from the debugging mode, you can do the exit debug and you will get normal mode, you can again develop anything. Okay, these are the means where I say not very detailed level, but this will give us some idea about the task editor or the workbench of A360. Okay.